Hey guys, it's Marie Antoinette with Posh Paper Perfection, and welcome to my channel. On my channel, I share tips and tricks and all kinds of reviews on products that I have purchased through various websites. Hey guys, it's Marie Antoinette with Posh Paper Perfection, and thank you so much for joining me on this live. I am so excited. Now, if you came here for a review on Anna Griffin Impression Dies, this is not the video, okay? I just want to make sure everyone understands that, because I'm not going to show you all the impression dies and all that stuff. This is actually going to be an inspiration of what you can or cannot do with the Anna Griffin Impression Dies. If the die gods are good to me today, I'll be able to show you some really cool things. And if they're not, oh well, we tried, and you guys get a really true reflection on if Anna Griffin Impression Dies are worth you spending it. So we're going to create a card, and what we're going to do is we are going to take 2 of the impression dies. Each of the impression dies, we are going to do 3 different things. We are going to ink them, we're going to emboss them, and we're going to foil while we're using them. So if you ever kind of wondered how that's supposed to be done, I'm going to show you. I have 2 different setups here. I have a die cutting area, and then I have my stamping foiling area. So you're going to see the camera jump from 2 different areas, just so you know. Also, I will be using my Empress die cutting machine. You'll see that my plates and my magnetic mats are very worn, like torn. And I still use them. Yeah. Okay. And hopefully one day I'll come up with a video to show you why you still need to keep on using your magnetic mats. But anyway, I digress because I'm getting off of topic here. But I'm also going to be using a Bigshot, a Sizzix Bigshot. So that is a hand die cutting machine, and you're going to see why I actually use that. But enough with this talk, let's get down to it. Are you guys curious to see how this is going to work? I want you to go ahead and comment where you're watching from. I am from Richmond, Virginia, and if you guys are in Richmond, Virginia, say hello. Let's be friends, okay? And we can be friends anywhere that you are. But anyway, you can follow me also on Posh Paper Perfection on all social media channels. And if you got some value out of this video, make sure you like this video. You tell me what you love about it. Tell me what you hate about it. I don't care. And also make sure that you click on the bell to subscribe. That way you know when I come on live, and you also know when I upload a new video. I try to make 1 new video a week. It's very hard. I work full time. 40 hours a week. And actually I work 60 miles away. Yeah, I do. But at night, I get to spend all my time in this wonderful craft area. So anyway, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get to what this video is all about. Okay. All right. So I'm excited. I have this beautiful card here, and it happened again. I tell you, it always happens. My whenever I switch scenes, my camera just kind of like rotates. So let's see if I can get this to rotate back. 1 second. Don't know why it's doing that. Let's do this. All right, there we go. We are in the right format here. Okay, so we have a card right here that we're going to be making. I wanted to share with you guys a couple of the cardstocks that I am using. I am using Anna Griffin cardstock for this. This is part of the Heritage series. Heritage paper series. If you haven't seen it before, this black paper is just black paper. It's black cardstock, and the frames are from the scrapbook frames that she just released in 2021. I wanted to share this with you really quick before I went to the die cutting machine to go die cut. But, you know, to make the card, we can either, you know, just keep this the same way that it is right now. Okay. Where, you know, we don't have to cut away. Or we can use this with the smaller die cut frame. Okay. Which I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. And that's why it's looking like that. We have 2 impression dies that we are going to be using. We're going to be using this impression die and the rose impression die. Okay. And before I start, I know there was somebody that had a question about, you know, oh, Maria, you know, I see you're using a different kind of ink, and I'm wondering why you're doing that. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys, you know, and I told you this wasn't a review, but I will tell you I was not impressed with Anna Griffin's dies. So Anna tells you to go ahead and open this up and then start going like that, you know, and covering it. Her die is very beady. You know, it just doesn't come out clear. Now, let me share with you guys, and excuse me, I go in here. I have all kinds of impressions that I've done, and with the technique that I'm going to be sharing with you. Okay, all kinds of different ones. Okay, and these are all the clean stamp version. If you're looking to make an impression like this using ink, keep on watching. Okay. I just wanted to do this again. I tried embossing several times. Ugh, yeah, that was so gross, but we're gonna try it again. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and ink this up. All right. And then after I ink it up, there's going to be a lot of ink on here, so I'm going to have to take it off. I hope you guys are going to be a little bit patient with me when I'm doing that. Let me move things around here. So we have one card for inking, the other one for embossing, and this one for foiling. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on to the inking. We're also going to ink the rose. Okay. And we'll put everything off to the side. This will be embossing our sentiment. Okay, so I'm using Stampin' Up's Melon Mambo. Okay, And one, I have not found success by going like this and putting the ink on. Okay, it looks really, really bad. All right, and maybe I will edit this video to show you what it looks like, but it is terrible. So I use a roller. Okay, and as you can see, I've been painting with this roller. Hopefully it's clean enough. And when you roll with this, you're going to use a very, very light amount of ink, because a little bit of ink goes a long, long way. Okay. And then also, I'm going to go ahead and take my, oh, hello, where did it go? I'm looking for it. Oh, there it is. I'm going to use my big plates, okay, because my small plates, they seem to have, well, they're kind of warped, so they're not flat, okay. So let's go ahead and take this over here. All right. And all right. So we have my impression plate here. Let's take that off. All right. And I'm going to put this right there. This one right here. Okay. And now I'm just going to add just a tiny little bit. Okay. Tiny little bit. And that's probably enough. Okay. Probably enough. So I'm going to go ahead and roll it on my die. Okay. And as you can see, it's rolling really, really nicely. Okay. And don't, when you are using your brayer, don't feel like you have to keep on going like this and putting it on. Just keep on rotating it, because there is plenty of ink on here to ink up the whole entire thing. Okay. All right. I made a mistake by doing that, and I was like, oh no. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and pick it up. I'm going to slide it off. All right. And then I'm going to put it right here. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Okay. And for this, probably need a paper towel down, because this is going to get pretty messy with it being open. Okay. All right, now the brayer. Some people had asked me about the brayer and said, well, you know, Marie, I've seen people use a orange brayer instead of the white one. What's the difference? The difference is how soft it is. This is a softer foam, I should say softer rubber brayer. The other one is very, very hard. And I found that I actually enjoy this one a lot better. And it puts the ink, it gets the ink on there much faster, much quicker. And so that's just my opinion. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. Just like that, and I think we got the whole thing there. All right, so now that it's on there, now we're going to go ahead and put our plate. Now the plate system is Anna Griffin, okay, and so it is a glass plate, the metal shim, the magnetic matte, okay, which is B, and then the A plate on top. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and focus us on the die cutting area. Okay, so now we're going to go into my die cutting area. We're going to take this and we're going to put this right in here. Let's turn it on. Okay, and we're going to run this. Now, the wonderful thing about Anna's impression dies is that they cut and they emboss. Okay, and this one is going to ink too. All right, so now that this is done, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and lift it up here. You can see how beautiful it inked up that. Okay, and then there. Oh, that turned out really beautiful. I really like the Mellow Mambo with that that paper. Okay, and I'll share with you guys what that paper is again. Okay, so let's go over back to my desk. Okay, so we have that there. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? What do you guys think? You guys like that? Okay, so now that we have that there, okay, now we are going to look at this, all right, and we're going to go, oh yeah, this would absolutely look beautiful with this, okay, but we're not going to put it together, okay, because we just did inking on there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take those impression dies. Now I'm going to tell you guys something. All right, I know that Anna had said that when you use the ink on the impression dies that the ink comes off. As you can see, that is not necessarily true. And if you're saying, Marie, it's because you use not Anna's ink, that's not necessarily true either. I have tried it with her inks and it does the same. Even with the embossing, with the impress and the pressure, you still have the color of the ink there, okay? So it is important for you to clean your dies. I'm trying to think of the word for it. And so I know that there's like a special coating or something like that. I have used because these are water-based, I can clean it with water. I also use like Grandma's rubber cleaner. Okay, let me go ahead and move these over. All right, and we'll move this so it doesn't become a hot mess. All right, so basically what I like to do is I like to spray them just like that, and then press it down, okay? And that's the way that I clean them, okay? You can also use a stamp cleaner tool, okay? If you have a stamp cleaner, and I don't know if anybody is knowing what I'm talking about. I think my stamp cleaner is in the bathroom. But basically, it's like this foam pad or fabric pad that you can use. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to take this, put it over here, and put my brayer over there. Okay, and I want to clean that up a little bit more because look, the ink is still there. And the thing is that if you use this this impression die and put another color on, you're gonna get both colors. Okay, so it's really important for you to clean your die. clean it until it is not that color anymore. Okay. All right, and let me take another paper towel. You see how it's just still pink there? Yeah, that dye is really good, but okay. Try it one more time. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do with this is we are going to do embossing, okay? Because embossing is fun, right? All right, what does it look like to emboss with these things? Okay, I know that a lot of people are going to go, wait, aren't you going to go straight into foiling? No, I'm not going to go straight into foiling because foiling is my demise, okay? I have a lot of problems with that. Now, with your impression dies, I recommend that you use a Versamark. Okay, use Versamark. It makes a big difference. And when I first started this, I tried the Ranger Emboss. That didn't work. Okay, and then also, I know that because it's ink, you may be looking at it and going, you know, Marie, I think that I should use a brayer and go ahead and apply it just like you did with the regular ink. No, don't do that, okay? The reason why is that you really need to layer it up, okay? And so it's easier to layer it up actually by going like this and putting it on there, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and layer this up just like that, okay? Real nice and thick. And this one too. I'm like, there's no such thing as too much embossing ink on there. Okay, now we're going to take our magnetic plate system. Okay, we have the white, so we're going to put the white right there. Okay, and we have the pink for the rose. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this face down just like that. Okay, down like that, down like this. Now I think the reason why I like to use this, okay, and we're going to go back to the plate system here, okay. So the reason why I think I like using the Versamark versus the Embossed by Ranger is because it stays wetter longer, okay. That really makes a big difference. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I always forget to do this. I forgot to use my embossing buddy to take the static off of the papers. Whoops. Make sure you do that. It might make a big difference. Hopefully it won't mess things up. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to here. And we'll do the great unveiling. Okay. So now we have this. Now we can't be careful. I know you want to touch it, but don't touch it. You can hardly see the embossing powder on there, but it is there. Okay. And then this one as well. Okay. And look, there's a little bit of pink there. All right. So let's put these over to the side. All right. And now we will go ahead. I use coffee filters. Okay. And I'm going to get a pair of tweezers so I can hold it while I'm embossing it. Okay. And we're going to use Moxie black powder. I wish I had pink. I don't have pink. So I'm just going to have to deal with that. And then I have my heat tool. This is by Nicole. That's what it looks like. Okay, and as you can see, it's very, very loved because I use it for everything. All right, now let's go ahead and do this one first. All right, Podgy is here, making his presence known. If you guys don't know, Podgy is my cat. And he is 1 year old, and he has discovered my craft room and thinks that he must craft too. But I don't think he's going to get on the table. All right. And so, see how that does. Eek. Now, if this doesn't work out, all I want to say is don't knock it until you try it, because I'm going to show you a project that I actually did that is pretty phenomenal. And I did that with the embossing. Okay. Now, it probably would have helped if I had removed some of the static. I can already tell that this is going to be a embossing nightmare. I might even just do this over again, because this doesn't look right. Okay, let's try that one more time. Okay, one more time. Oh, 1 second while I cut out. This is actually a different color. Hello. Okay, let's do this one more time. Where's that embossing buddy? Okay, embossing buddy. Now, let's go ahead. This one more time. Let's go ahead and do the rolling technique. I might be wrong. Yep. Might have gotten embossing ink everywhere. Okay, let's try that one more time. All right. And let's cut this one more time. have you tried embossing with these? All right. Okay. And let's do that again. Okay. The reason why I said that, you know, don't knock it before you try it is because I did emboss this. And I know that a lot of people want a tutorial on how I did the stained glass effect with the impression die. And I will share that in a future video with you all. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this back in here. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's try it one more time. Maybe it will work this time. Maybe not. It seems to be better. So embossing, using that embossing buddy is huge. Okay. And let's do this here. And let's do the bottom again. Okay, so that's a lot better than it was before. Now, I should have gotten a... that has some blue on it. Shoot. To get this off, you just need to take like a little brush and then tap it. And then for the corners, just carefully go around the corners and tap. This is so, yeah, so embossing, even with the ink, it gets on the edges. So that's not surprising. Okay, grab that. I know I said I was going to use the tweezers, and guess what? I'm not using the tweezers, guys. Isn't that silly of me? Who does that too? Okay. And okay, so I think we are doing really good here. All right, so let's go ahead and put this back in here. Oh, goodness gracious. Who else uses coffee filters when it comes to embossing powders? I'm curious. All right. So we can see a huge difference when we didn't use the embossing buddy, and then when we did use the embossing buddy. Okay, big difference. Definitely need to do that. All right, Let me go ahead and I'm going to emboss both. Let's emboss this one first. Okay, let's close this up. Probably need to redo our rows. So let's do this one first. And I'm going to warm it up first, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply it on there. Okay, that's totally gross looking. Totally gross looking. Ew. Look at that. Ew. Yeah. That's totally gross looking. So that's kind of like what it would look like if you had taken your regular ink and just pushed it into the impression die. It would end up looking like that. Okay. So now let's go back over here to this one. I need to clean this just a little bit more. Okay. So now I'm going to take this, I'm going to hold it down. Okay. And this is the one that we used the rolling ball, or what, the roller, the rolling ball. Where did that come from? All right. Okay, so this one is better, but it still didn't come out like I really wanted it to. Okay, so you can see what that looks like. But, you know, it's not atrocious. It's just not the best embossing. It's a little bit distressed. This one, you can see the difference. Okay, which one do you like? The right side or the left side? I'm kind of curious what you think. So this was with the embossing buddy, and this is what happens when you don't use the embossing buddy and you just decide to willy-nilly sprinkle embossing powder on there. Okay, so I think the same thing is going to happen. And I don't know if I have any more pink paper. Do I have any more pink paper? Let's see. if I have any more. I might have to cut up some more pink paper. That's not it. Okay. So let me go over here. I have a feeling that we'll have to redo that flower. So this pink paper, well, you did have it on here. What is it called? I was going to tell you what it was called. Now I don't know what it's called. I have to look on Anna Griffin's site to see what that's called. Shoot. See what I tell you? Sometimes the embossing dogs are not that kind to me. And then I'm like wondering what the hell's going on. Oh, this is the Perfect Palette Metallic cardstock. Okay, so let me go ahead and cut some more of this so we can do this one more time. Okay. All right. I wonder if anybody is talking. I haven't seen any comments on here. So, but I'm pretty new to this, so if there was talking, I probably wouldn't even know. Oh, okay. Let's see. I got a thumbs up. Yay! Thank you so much for giving me that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the embossing buddy on here. Okay, cleaning it up. All right, and okay, now let's take the rose. Okay, now that you can see that there is something on here because you see how shiny it is. That is the Versamark on there. Okay, now let's go ahead and take my other plate. Okay, and you'll see what I'm talking about. If you're worried about your plates warping and cracking, just get over it. That's what they do, and it doesn't mean that things turn out like crap. I have kept on using this. I actually have new plates and new magnetic mat, but I use them until they are totally broken. Okay, and it just happens when you are crafting 2 hours or more a day. Constantly. Okay, so we're going to put that on there and we're going to feed this through the Empress. All right. Anyone have the mini Empress? I'm kind of curious. I thought about getting the mini Empress, and I'm like, I love the big Empress, you know, because you can use the large plate die system and you know, die cut many things. That's just me though. Okay, so now I have this like that. All right, I'm gonna take this again here, just like that. All right, now let's go ahead and put that black embossing powder on here. Gonna be curious to see what ends up happening. All right. Now the same thing happened here where the sides got black, and you just clean it up. And this one, I'm going to tap it, see if that helps. That helps. Right. I need a more refined little brush because I'm afraid I'm going to take off the embossing. That went some of the embossing. That was my fault. Okay, I'm going to hold it. I'm doing things with my left hand, and I'm right-handed. Hello. If anyone has an easier way of taking embossing powder, share it with me. Yeah, because this is like so time consuming. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I unfortunately got a little bit off of here and over here, but other than that, I think it's gonna look good. So let's do that. We haven't even gotten to the foiling yet. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm exhausted. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and... Did you see what happened? I almost lost it. That brush almost got into it. All right, now I'm going to hold it and emboss it. Okay. And move my fingers. All right. That actually turned out okay. Okay. So I could have removed, some of the ink right here and here, but I didn't. I didn't think about it, but embossing, sure. I think that embossing it could. You're probably saying, Marie, I can't see it. There you go. And that's what it looks like embossed. Okay? You see that? I don't know if you guys can see. It's like focus, focus. There we go. All right. So that's embossed. Now, let's get to foiling, okay? We have our emboss here. And then let me set up for foiling. Okay, foiling is going to be very, very interesting. Okay, very interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and clean these up. All right, and then we can start foiling. I am going to set up here. Just one moment. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take us to the other area. Okay, and hopefully you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see. Hello. Well, maybe if you're gonna, that's as much as you're gonna see. Let me see if I can move stuff around here. All right. All right. Let's move this over. And then you can at least see what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so here I have my Glimmer Spellbinders Glimmer hot foil system. Okay, I just turned it on, so it needs to warm up. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and clean those stamps. Oh, I'm sure, sorry, the dies, the impression dies. While that is happening, okay. And then I already have some hot glimmer foil. This is the Spellbinders hot glimmer foil. It is heat reactive, okay. And I have played with this many times, okay? Many times. Now, I do want to say this, okay? In case you do not know, you cannot fit the Glimmer hot foil machine in your Empress. The opening is not big enough, okay? So, in order for you to foil, if you have the Glimmer, you're going to have some other kind of die machine. I'm using my Bigshot, okay? And let's see here. I have my black foil that I've already cut up. I'm like multitasking here. Okay. All right. Let me go over here and just a second. I'll bring my other camera over here. Oh, who knew? They're so ambidextrous. Okay, so I have my foil here. I'm going to just put my foil right here. This is the Hot Glimmer foil by Spellbinders. And I'm going to grab my paper. And let's see here. I have my white paper, my pink paper. I'm going to do black foil. And I am just waiting for this to be warm enough. Okay. while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put this here like this and make sure I cut it so it is not too much over the edge. Okay. I don't know how you guys do this, honestly. I am not the queen of foiling. All right. Anyone that has a foil machine, if you guys have tips and tricks, share it with me. One of the reasons why I have this channel, guys, is because I want new folks who are new to card creating, new to creating anything with paper, to feel comfortable, to feel like they can create and be okay if they make mistakes, you know? Really, it's okay. All right, so that's that. We're going to put this right over there like that. Okay. I never throw these away. I keep on saying that it's going to be really great with some other project. And then, let's see, I have another foil. What happened to the other foil? Did it fall down? It fell down somewhere. This is what happens when you're trying to do a live video. You're like, oh, hello. So if you haven't seen the hot foil, this is like some of the hot foil that you can get, okay, that works with the Glimmer station. I haven't tried deco foil with it, but I will. All right, I found it. It's camouflaged right here. Hello. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so now the shiny side should go face up. Okay. And let's see if I can do this. Okay, so what I have learned about foiling, at least with my Bigshot, is 1, I need to have shims. 2, my shims are 300 GSM. Okay, don't ask me how many pounds that is. I have no idea. So I have created these shims from this 300 GSM cardstock, and 4 to fit in my Bigshot works perfectly. Okay, 4 of them. All right, so before I put that in there, I gotta do a little bit of cleanup because right now it's a little crazy and I have to work very quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna put my pieces of paper right here. Okay, I'm going to put this down, and that looks right. Okay, so I'll put this down right here. Ooh. And then this one, I'm going to put right here. Hopefully they're not overlapping. I think they're overlapping. Crap. Should have put the big one down first. Okay. This is like a no-no that what I'm doing. because they're not supposed to be moving. Okay, and then now I'm going to have this right here like that. And this one, I should put this one right. Oh, hello. There like that. I don't even know if that's going to be able to happen. So let's move it that way. Okay. And then putting on the timer. This shows you how much I know how to hot foil. That was my first time hot foiling. I was like, oh yes, I need to put the foil side up and the shiny side down. Yeah, that's what ends up happening. Okay, so now, I don't know if you guys can see, the little timer is going off here. Okay, and when that goes completely green, then I will take it out and I will feed it through my Bigshot. Okay? All right. We having fun? I hope you guys are having fun. Oh, shoot. You know what? I almost forgot. Hello. We need these in there. Hello. Okay. And let's wait just a few more minutes. Okay. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Alrighty. So now I will use my 2 fingers and I will pull and push at the same time. I take this and I put it into my Bigshot, but I hold my Bigshot, the entrance, you know, the plate, as I'm feeding it through there. And now I'm going to turn it. And I don't know if you guys can hear a sizzle. You hear a sizzle, it means it's doing the right thing. And I'm going very, very slow. And then I'm going to go the opposite way. And then one more time. Okay. Now, I will tell you this. I'm going to put it back here on the plate. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take off the glass, take off the shims, take off this shim, which is the thin shim. Okay. And you can see a little bit that it had cut over there, but not here. Now, this is a pretty nifty trick to get this to cut, because what ends up happening is it still doesn't cut all the way through. You can take your magnetic mat, put it face down, put it on top of your foiling system, and then lift it up. Ta-da! Ooh, wasn't that neat? And then you put that right there. Okay, so let me go ahead and move my Bigshot, because we need the Empress now. Take the Empress, it's right there. Okay, and we're going to feed this through. I'm going to try to feed it through without burning my finger. I know some of you guys are going, oh my gosh, she's right on top of the hot plate. What is she thinking? Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. Luckily, I did not get burnt. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. And then now, let's go ahead and take this. All right. And let's see what happens here. Ta-da! There's that. And let's do this one. All right, and now peel back this. Ta-da! Look at that, guys. Isn't that incredible? Okay, now we need to go to the other, let me turn this off. Now, before we go to the table again, I want to show you guys something that's really neat. Okay, you can take the negatives and use this and then die cut using your, die cut it, So foil this on top of a piece of paper on a laminator and then cut this out and then, feed it through your Empress again. But don't get rid of your negatives. Isn't that like so cool? Okay, so now we're going to go to the other table and we're going to wrap this up. Okay? I can't believe we've been on here for almost an hour. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. So here I am with this, okay? And if I had some kind of sanding tool, I could sand that. I don't have a sanding tool, which I need to get one, okay? But what I do have here, oh, goodness gracious, I have a Dremel. Some of you might be going, a Dremel? Marie, no, don't use a Dremel. Okay, I'm going to take my head of my Dremel and just do this. But, it's okay because, guess what? I'm going to be putting this on top and you're not even going to be able to see it. Okay, not going to be able to see it. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, but I want to show you the difference. Okay, so now we're going to have a side-by-side comparison so you guys can see. Okay, so we have here, hello. The 3 different ways that we had done this, okay? And that was, okay, what we had done was we had taken the ink and we inked it up. So this was ink, okay, using the brayer, all right? Then we used the brayer this time and we put embossing ink and then put embossing powder, and that's what that looked like, okay? And then here we took our hot Glimmer foil machine, okay? Definitely got a much more cleaner impression, okay? And put hot Glimmer foil. But instead, we pressed it with a Bigshot hand die cutting machine, and then we transferred it to our magnetic plate, and then we cut it out on our Bigshot. Okay, and if you have some kind of sanding tool, you can get rid of this. But like I said, I will be adding elements on top of it, so no one will be able to see that at all. It will absolutely be gorgeous. Okay, so that is all of that. Okay, and let's see here. Let me grab this here. Just for 1 second. All right. And let me do something real quickly before I start. Oh, my camera is almost dead. Crap. Right. I want to be sure and take a quick video of this. So if you see my camera, you know what I'm doing. Hopefully you won't see my camera. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make that card, okay? And I only have a couple of more things that I need to do in order to make the card. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out this card again, okay? And instead of using it like this, we'll put this here like that, or we can do this here, which I think this is going to look a lot better. Okay, and let's see here, and then we'll probably use that like that instead of that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this. Alright. Okay. So look how beautiful that is. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get some tape, and we will tape this. Actually, you know what? I think instead of taping it, we will go ahead and do foam adhesive. This is the foam adhesive that I use. I believe this is 1 inch. Well, that is too long. Go. Just like that. And we're going to attach it to the black. And let's look at this. And right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, and now this we're going to actually, I haven't used this before, but this is score tape, okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can use that instead. One big piece. Ooh, hello. Man, that's sticky. Okay. All right, there, and then we will use this here. Okay. All right. I just like tape. Oh, I love tape. Okay, so I'm going to put this, take these off. And there. Okay, now we're going to be very, very careful when we do this. I think we got it straight. I think. Hopefully we did. I'm still not the best at getting things straight, but there is our base of our card. Okay. Now we could put this here like this, or we can use this one instead. I think we will go ahead and use this. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach this here to like that. Okay. Or we could just do that. I know. We're just making a card. It's like what I say to myself. Marie, just make the card. Just make the card, Marie, and everything is going to be okay. I think I want to make it pop. So I'm going to go ahead and put some foam adhesive on the back side. And there we go. That, of course, is too big. Ugh. I am so bad at that. Okay. Now, right here. And here, like And let's go ahead and apply it to here. I might have to take these ones off. I just thought about that, because that's actually not going to work. Did anybody else do this? They start taking things off and they go, yeah, that's not, well, I don't know what I was thinking for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put it here like this. Okay. And now this is going to be just sticky. Just flat, okay? So let's go ahead and that's flat. There. Okay. All right, so if anybody hasn't seen me do this before, when your tape runs over to the side, you just fold it in, okay? That's all you have to do. Fold it in. Just a little trick. I do have a Xyron. I hate my Xyron. I absolutely hate it because it does not stay. I mean, it's permanent adhesive and it still just stops sticking. And my projects fall apart and my cards fall apart. And then I have my friends go, yeah, I loved your card, but it fell apart. So I stopped using it. It was too embarrassing. Right. Right, and I know probably next time what I'll do with this is I'll just use my score tape and attach it to a black cardstock and then die cut it. And I don't have to do all of this because this is for the birds. Okay, and one more. Actually, two more. This one. Got this side to do. All right. There we go. Much better. See, when I flip it over, you can't see the tape. With the Xyron, everything was sticky. Even my mother said, your cards are so beautiful, but they're so sticky. I was like, what? Again, so annoying. Okay. So now, I'm going to go ahead and take more foam tape because we love foam tape. We love absolutely all the foam tape in the world. What's the best way to cut foam tape, guys? Look what happens to my scissors. And then I have to clean them. And then I use them again. Then I have to clean them. Okay. Ugh. Like that. All right. I think we are good. Okay. Like that. And all right. And now this will go right over here like this. If we wanted to, I don't know. I'm kind of looking at it going, you know, I kind of think I want something else. So let's go to back to embossing, okay? Because I still have to do my sentiment. And there it is. Use my embossing buddy. Okay. And okay. I'll put this down here. I don't know if it did it. Let's do it again. And one more time. Okay. Now I'm going to take this off. By the way, because this is sticky, because I put double-sided adhesive on here, in case I'm trying to stamp something that I can't have my magnetic plates on. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this again. We're going to take the black. Okay, and once again, we are going to need that little brush. Just tap it really good. Black is very tricky when it comes to embossing, because it can get everywhere. Sometimes it's just best to do black ink and then a black embossing that's clear, and then use clear embossing powder. Okay, so there's the best wishes. Hopefully this turns out good. If it doesn't turn out like I want it, then I'll probably end up doing what I've said I was going to do. Okay. All right. And now, get my embossing gun. Now that Best Wishes, I'm not sure if I like it. So let me go ahead and, I mean, it looks okay, but I can't really read it. Can you guys read it? Oh, it's like, what the heck? All right, so let's go ahead and take this tool again, and we're gonna flip it on over. I think. Nope. Right there. I think that's where I want it. Okay. Now I'm going to take the leftover ink from here and ink that up. Okay, that looks really good. All right, now I'm going to take that Versamark and I should really clean that pad before I do that. I'm going to stamp this. Stamp, stamp, stamp. All right. Okay, you get some clear embossing powder. Okay, and before I do that, okay. Lift this up. The nice thing about clear embossing powder is that if there is an excess of it and it dries, you really can't see it because it's clear. All right. Oh, by the way, I got these little tiny containers from the Dollar Tree. Love them. Okay, so now let us take the embossing heat tool. See how much better that looks? That looks so much better than this over here. I mean, it's just like so much clearer. This, you couldn't even see what it said. You couldn't see that it said best. All right. So now that I have it, you know, I try with the different embossing inks, but yeah. All right. So now I'm going to take this round die and I'm going to cut that. Okay. And so go ahead and all right. So I have that right there, and all I'm doing is I'm aligning it so it looks really good. Okay. Just like that. And the best wishes is from, gosh, what do you call that collection? Somebody who knows Anna Griffin, you can help me out. Treasury. It's from the Treasury stamps. I happen to get my Treasury stamp for half off. All right, and I want to feed it through my Empress. Like that. Okay, there it is. Get this off. And now I can put that right in the middle, just like that. Okay. And we'll go ahead and put some tape on there. And again, probably should have put the tape first and then cut it out, but I never think about that. There we go. And right there. Like that. Okay. And now I can put it right in the middle. Hello. Ah, hello. Ah. That is, I don't think that's the one. We want to use this one. This one is the one that we used with the foil. Okay, and this was the one we embossed. And we can put it right there, just like that. I'm not even sure if I really want to put it on there like that. I mean, to me, it doesn't really need to be on there. I don't know. Maybe like that. I don't know. Let's go ahead and put some flowers on here. kind of like that one. I think I like that. What do you guys think? Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. And they are double-sided. It's just sometimes they're a little bit harder to peel off. Oh. It's stuck to my fingers. Eek. There we go. And there you go. Card is all done. Yay! And we have at least one thing that is that we use from the impression dies in this beautiful card. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and experimentation. And again, you know, we had the 3 different types of ways that we had played with the impression dies. First, we stamped ink on it. Then we just used embossing ink and used embossing powder. And then we foiled it. So, and the foil seemed to get the cleanest version as if we had used ink, but it's got like a little bit of shine, and it does have like a distressed look to it as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure you share your comments. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. And don't forget, if you want to be notified of the latest videos, please click on the bell.